Hello everybody, welcome to this week's video. I am loving doing these pieces of content. I just stepped out of the studio. I'm in my friend's backyard. We're making some music.
Actually, let me play you what we were working on for a second.
I have never loved no one like this. I gave everything, and I know you did. So I can't even blame you for making me cry. I ain't one for games, boo, but played us both down with my child. I was saying it's you was pointing at me. That's how to flame really tight should be. See,
You get the idea. Back to the episode.
I just took a break because I had this thought pop into my mind and I wanted to share. If you like what's happening here so far, like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, bring another creator friend, because having an accountability partner, being able to talk about these videos later is actually going to enhance your perspective of what it really means for you. So if you watched last week's video, we talked about the secret to becoming a thriving creator, which is a secret hiding in plain sight, which is that everyone can be a thriving creator. Today, we're going to talk about your creative soul code, which is super simple, but it's the most life-changing thing when you really lock it in. And what I mean by locking it in is when you see so deeply inside of yourself what your creative soul code is, it means that you can ultimately approach everything that you create in life, whether you're a professional creator, or you're creating a relationship, or you're creating a business, or you kind of don't even identify as a creator, but you're creating your life. The creative soul code is going to help you identify the simplest and most authentic way that you can do that. So the creative soul code goes in two parts. First of all, it's talking about your creative superpower. If you watched last week's video again, you'll see that I mentioned your creative superpower, and then I said that you should take a quiz down below so you could find out your creative superpower. If you took the quiz, then you already know what your superpower is. But today we're going to talk a little bit about it. All of us have a creative superpower. We have many superpowers, but we have one main creative superpower. In order to understand what your creative superpower is, I'm going to cover briefly what your archetype is. If you don't know what an archetype is, it's kind of like just a container or a shape or a template for someone. It's like an outline. And then you fill in all the details, all the little nuances of who you are, but the outline, the container is your archetype. So your creative superpower is based on your archetype. And there are 4 main archetypes in creators, all creators. In the quiz, you'll see that it takes you through a series of questions, and then you'll find out what your creator superpower is, which is your creative archetype. And the superpower ultimately tells you how you approach life, how you approach creating things, how you see the world, how you naturally process information, how you naturally process stimulation. And it also tells you the second part of your creative soul code, which is the stuff you don't like. And this we call your shadow. The stuff you don't like, the stuff that you struggle to do, the stuff in your blind spots, your weaknesses, the things that sabotage you or hold you back. The reason why your creative soul code is so important and so helpful to living a life as a thriving creator is because once you know your superpower, you know the way you generally see the world, you know the unique advantage that you have, the benefit of your perspective that you can bring to every single creation, every project, every partnership. And you also learn in your shadow the parts that might hold you back, that might trip you up, the parts that other people might get stuck on. And in order to move forward in any of your creations, you can use that creative soul code, your superpower, and your shadow to understand how you can lean into your strengths and also how you can strengthen some of your weaknesses. So if you haven't yet taken that quiz, I recommend taking it. Today's exercise is super simple. I just want you to close your eyes for a second and just take a deep breath. And just feel your shoulders relax and your jaw relax, and anywhere that you are, if you're driving, you can keep your eyes open, but just feel like a soft focus. If you're somewhere where you can close your eyes, keep them closed. And just start to notice your breath in your body. And just feel your inhales and your exhales starting to get a little bit longer, deeper. And just feel the clothing on your body, feel the temperature in the room. And just generally let yourself float off into some thoughts about the way that you love to create. It might be creating a special day with someone you love. It might be creating a project or a piece of art. Just feel that feeling in your body when creating feels easeful, effortless, fun, really connected. And as you feel that feeling in your body, now allow yourself to travel to another memory where you can feel yourself in the struggle. You kind of feel stressed, you feel limited, you feel frustrated, you feel insufficient to be able to create what you're trying to create. And then we'll let go of that one pretty fast. Just take one more deep breath in your body. Exhale, let it go. Come back to me in the space. So for today, it's really simple. I just want to leave you with this question. Have you noticed that your superpower, the thing that you love to do, that you love to create, the way you love to create, and your shadow, the things that you get frustrated by, that you feel stressed out by, are connected in some way? Are they one side of a coin and the other side of a coin? Is it that you love doing one kind of thing, but the other part of it is the part that frustrates you? Just notice this week if there's a connection between the things that you really love and the things that you really resist. And if you take the quiz, you'll see how those things are intertwined, and also how it actually creates the perfect paradox of who you are. And it'll give you a bunch of different creative callings and possible roles that you can play out in this life that ultimately are the very best and truest use of your creative superpower, while also allowing you to continually heal through and move through your shadow. That's all for today. Super quick little connection to your soul code. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next week.